Money. We all deal with it. We earn it, spend it, save it, and sometimes we even lose it. We read books about managing it, we seek advice on growing it, and we dream of having more of it. But here's the thing about money. It's not just about numbers, spreadsheets, or financial formulas. It's about people. It's about the decisions we make, the emotions we feel, and the biases we carry when it comes to our finances. It's about understanding that we, as humans, are not always rational beings, especially when it comes to something as emotionally charged as money. This is where behavioral finance comes in. It's a field that delves into the fascinating and sometimes perplexing world of our financial behavior. It helps us understand why we make the financial choices we do, even when they seem illogical on paper. Why do some people save diligently while others spend impulsively? Why do some investors panic sell at the first sign of a market downturn while others remain calm and collected? These are the questions that traditional finance, with its focus on rational decision-making and efficient markets, often struggles to answer. Behavioral finance, on the other hand, embraces the messiness of human behavior. It acknowledges that our financial decisions are not always driven by logic and reason, but are often influenced by a complex interplay of psychological factors, cognitive biases, and emotional triggers. This understanding is crucial because it highlights a fundamental truth. When it comes to money, actions speak louder than knowledge. You can read every financial self-help book, attend every investment seminar, and memorize every financial ratio there is. But if your actions don't align with that knowledge, if you can't translate that theoretical understanding into real-world financial behavior, then that knowledge remains largely useless. It's like knowing all the rules of grammar and vocabulary, but never actually speaking or writing a sentence. The true test of financial literacy lies not in what you know, but in how you act. This is the central theme that Morgan Housel so eloquently explores in his book, The Psychology of Money. Through a series of compelling stories and insightful observations, Housel unveils the hidden forces that shape our financial decisions, revealing how our past experiences, our emotional makeup, and even our social circles can significantly influence our relationship with money. Imagine a vast tapestry, woven with threads of different colors, textures, and patterns. Each thread represents a generation and the unique financial landscape they experienced. Their relationship with money, their investment choices, their attitude towards risk, all shaped by the economic environment they came of age in. This is the beauty and complexity of behavioral finance. It recognizes that our financial DNA is not formed in a vacuum. It's influenced by the stories we hear, the experiences we have, and the collective memory of our times. Take, for instance, the generation born in the 1970s. They grew up witnessing an unprecedented boom in the stock market. The S&P 500, a key indicator of the U.S. stock market performance, saw a tenfold increase during their formative years. This era of remarkable growth left an indelible mark on their financial psyche. They saw firsthand the power of investing, the potential for wealth creation through the stock market. This experience instilled in them a sense of optimism, a belief in the market's ability to generate long-term returns. This belief, however, wasn't shared by everyone. Contrast their experience with those born just a couple of decades earlier, the generation that came of age in the 1950s. They witnessed a starkly different economic reality. The stock market, during their teenage years, remained largely stagnant. This lackluster performance fostered a sense of caution, a preference for conservative financial strategies. They were less inclined towards the stock market, often viewing it with skepticism and even distrust. Growing up during a period of remarkable stock market growth, the 1970s generation developed an inherent trust in the power of equities. They saw their parents, friends, and neighbors reaping the rewards of investing, fueling their own aspirations for financial success through the market. They were more comfortable taking risks, more willing to ride out market fluctuations, believing that in the long run, the stock market would always go up. This generational perspective shaped their investment decisions, often favoring growth-oriented stocks and embracing a long-term investment horizon. They were less fazed by short-term market dips, viewing them as buying opportunities rather than reasons to panic. This inherent optimism, however, wasn't without its potential downsides. The 1970s generation, while comfortable with market volatility, could sometimes underestimate the impact of economic cycles. They might have been caught off guard by sudden downturns, having experienced primarily a bull market during their formative years. This highlights an important aspect of behavioral finance. Our past experiences, while shaping our financial DNA, can also create blind spots in our decision-making. Section 3. The cautious savers, shaped by stagnation. In contrast, the generation that came of age in the 1950s developed a more risk-averse approach to money management. The stagnant stock market of their youth instilled in them the importance of financial security, of preserving capital rather than chasing high returns. This cautious mindset led them to favor traditional savings accounts, bonds, and other low-risk investment options. They prioritized stability and predictability, often seeking the comfort of guaranteed returns over the potential volatility of the stock market. This generation, shaped by a period of economic uncertainty, developed a deep respect for the value of saving. They were less likely to accumulate debt, preferring to live within their means and avoid unnecessary financial risks. This emphasis on saving and financial prudence, while often viewed as conservative, provided a strong foundation for their financial well-being. However, their cautious approach could sometimes lead to missed opportunities. Their aversion to risk might have prevented them from participating in the stock market's growth potential, potentially limiting their long-term wealth accumulation. Section 1. The Oracle of Omaha. A lesson in time and compounding. Warren Buffett, often hailed as the Oracle of Omaha, stands as a towering figure in the world of investing. His legendary success, however, isn't solely attributed to his sharp intellect or uncanny ability to pick winning stocks. It's his deep understanding and unwavering faith in the power of compounding, a principle he embraced from a young age that truly sets him apart. Buffett's wealth snowball didn't gain momentum overnight. It was the result of decades of disciplined investing, of letting his returns compound year after year, creating an unstoppable financial force. To truly grasp the magnitude of compounding, imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. Initially, it might be small, its growth barely noticeable, but as it gathers more snow, its size and momentum increase exponentially. This is the essence of compounding, earning returns on your returns, year after year, creating a wealth-building engine that gains momentum over time. Section 2. The Power of an Early Start, Buffett's Enduring Edge. One of the most striking aspects of Buffett's success story is the fact that a significant portion of his wealth, a staggering $81.5 billion out of his $84.5 billion net worth, was accumulated after he turned 65. This remarkable feat underscores the unparalleled power of an early start in the world of investing. Buffett began investing as a young boy, diligently putting his savings to work. This early start, combined with his unwavering commitment to long-term investing, allowed him to harness the full potential of compounding. Every dollar he invested in his early years had decades to grow, to generate returns that were then reinvested, creating a virtuous cycle of wealth accumulation. Consider this. If Buffett had started investing just a decade later, his net worth today would be dramatically different. The impact of those lost years of compounding would be significant. This highlights a crucial lesson for investors of all ages. The earlier you start, the more time your investments have to grow to benefit from the magic of compounding. Section 3. A Tale of Two Investors, Time versus Returns. Comparing Warren Buffett's investment journey with that of Jim Simons, a highly successful hedge fund manager, provides a fascinating study in the trade-off between time in the market and annual returns. Simons, known for his quantitative investment strategies, boasts an impressive track record, consistently outperforming the market with significantly higher annual returns than Buffett. However, despite his superior returns, Simons' net worth is dwarfed by Buffett's. The reason? Time. Simons entered the world of investing much later in life than Buffett. While his strategies generate impressive returns, he simply hasn't had the same amount of time to let those returns compound. This comparison underscores a fundamental truth. While achieving high returns is undoubtedly important, it's the time you spend in the market, allowing those returns to compound year after year, that ultimately determines your long-term financial success. This realization is both empowering and humbling. It emphasizes that investing is not a race to achieve the highest returns overnight, but rather a marathon, a patient and disciplined pursuit of long-term growth. Section 1. The Serendipity Factor, Bill Gates and the Gift of Chance. In the tapestry of success, we often focus on the bold strokes, the unwavering ambition, the relentless work ethic, the sheer brilliance. Yet woven within those grand narratives are delicate threads of chance, subtle twists of fate that can redirect the entire course of a life, a career, a fortune. Bill Gates, the visionary co-founder of Microsoft, readily acknowledges the role of serendipity in his extraordinary journey. It was at Lakeside School, an elite Seattle prep school, that a young Gates encountered his first computer, a rarity in the late 1960s. This chance encounter, this early exposure to the nascent world of computing, ignited a passion that would shape his destiny. As Gates himself reflects, if there had been no Lakeside, there would have been no Microsoft. This simple statement speaks volumes about the profound impact of chance encounters, of being in the right place at the right time. It underscores the reality that success is not solely a product of individual merit, but is often shaped by factors beyond our control. Section 2. A fork-in-the-road talent tragedy and the elusive nature of success. The story of Lakeside School takes a poignant turn with the introduction of Kent Evans, a brilliant student and close friend of Bill Gates. Evans, by all accounts, possessed an intellect that rivaled Gates' own, a shared passion for the boundless possibilities of technology. Many believed that Evans, had fate allowed, would have stood alongside Gates as a co-founder of Microsoft, their talents intertwining to shape the future of computing. Tragically, fate had other plans. Evans's life was cut short in a mountaineering accident, a stark reminder of the fragility of life, the capricious nature of destiny. Evans's story serves as a counterpoint to Gates's success, a sobering illustration that talent, while essential, is not always enough. It highlights the unpredictable nature of life, the ever-present reality that even the most promising journeys can be altered by unforeseen events. Section 3. Embracing the unknown, acknowledging luck and risk in the financial equation. The intertwined narratives of Bill Gates and Kent Evans offer profound insights for anyone navigating the complex world of finance. They remind us that success, even in the realm of investing, is not a formulaic equation, a guaranteed outcome of hard work and intelligence. It is, in many ways, a dance with uncertainty, a constant interplay of calculated risks and unforeseen events. Acknowledging the role of luck, both good and bad, in our financial lives, is not about resigning to fatalism, but rather about embracing humility. It's about recognizing that despite our best efforts, despite meticulous planning and analysis, there will always be factors beyond our control. This understanding, however, should not paralyze us, but rather liberate us. It frees us from the burden of trying to predict the unpredictable, to control the uncontrollable. It allows us to approach investing with a sense of perspective, to acknowledge that setbacks are inevitable, but so too are unexpected triumphs. Section 1. The time paradox. Chasing money versus owning your time. In the relentless pursuit of financial success, it's easy to fall into a trap, a paradox that ensnares many on their quest for wealth. We often equate money with freedom, with the ability to do what we want, when we want. Yet the very act of chasing money, of dedicating countless hours to its accumulation, can rob us of the very freedom it promises. We sacrifice evenings, weekends, precious moments with loved ones, all in the name of earning more, of securing our financial future. But at what cost? This is the time paradox. The more we chase money, the less time we have to enjoy the very things that money is supposed to buy: experiences, relationships, and most importantly, freedom. This paradox highlights a fundamental truth about happiness. It's not solely derived from material wealth, but from having control over our most precious resource: time. Section 2. The illusion of more: why money can't buy time. Countless studies have shown that having control over one's time is a far stronger predictor of well-being than salary or prestige. It's the freedom to set our own schedules, to pursue passions, to spend time with loved ones, unconstrained by the demands of a rigid work week. Money, while undoubtedly important for meeting our basic needs and providing a sense of security, cannot buy us more time. Once an hour is gone, it's gone forever. This realization can be both sobering and liberating. It forces us to reevaluate our priorities, to question the often unspoken assumption that more money automatically translates to a happier, more fulfilling life. The pursuit of wealth, without a corresponding appreciation for time, can become a hollow pursuit, a relentless chase for more that never quite satisfies. It's like drinking salt water. The more we consume, the thirstier we become. Section 3. Redefining success, from material wealth to time affluence. Breaking free from the time paradox requires a fundamental shift in perspective, a redefinition of success. It's about recognizing that true wealth is not measured solely by the size of our bank accounts, but by the richness of our experiences, the strength of our relationships, and the freedom to live life on our own terms. This shift in mindset, however, is not about eschewing financial responsibility, but rather about finding a balance between pursuing financial security and safeguarding our most precious asset, time. It's about making conscious choices about how we spend our time, prioritizing experiences over material possessions, and investing in relationships that bring joy and meaning to our lives. This concept of time affluence, of having an abundance of time to dedicate to what truly matters, is the key to unlocking a level of happiness that money alone can never buy. It's about reclaiming ownership of our time, of designing lives that align with our values and aspirations, rather than being slaves to the relentless pursuit of more. Section 1. The Unexpected Windfalls, Unveiling the Power of Tail Events. In the realm of finance, we often cling to the illusion of predictability, seeking order and certainty in a world driven by chance. We analyze historical data, construct elaborate spreadsheets, and meticulously diversify our portfolios, all in an attempt to tame the wild, unpredictable nature of markets. Yet, lurking beneath the surface of averages and probabilities is a hidden force, a phenomenon that defies our attempts at neat categorization. Tail events. These rare, often unforeseen events like rogue waves in a calm sea can have a disproportionate impact, reshaping the financial landscape with their sheer magnitude. Consider the story of Heinz Berggruen, a renowned art dealer who amassed a fortune through a collection that, while vast, consisted primarily of modestly priced works. His secret? A handful of masterpieces acquired early in his career that skyrocketed in value, their worth eclipsing the combined value of his entire collection. These outliers, these tail events, transformed his financial trajectory, turning a respectable collection into a fortune. In Section 2, A World of Outliers. Where a few drive the majority, we delve into the power of tail events, which extend far beyond the art world, permeating various sectors like venture capital and technology giants. In the high-stakes world of venture capital, for instance, a few wildly successful startups often compensate for a multitude of failures. Investors understand that for every Google or Facebook, there are countless ventures that never gain traction, their investments vanishing into the ether. Yet, it's those rare outsized successes, those tail events, that drive the industry, generating the returns that justify the inherent risk. Amazon's dominance in the tech landscape offers another compelling example. While the company boasts a diverse portfolio of products and services, its phenomenal success is largely attributed to a few key drivers: Amazon Prime and Amazon Web Services, AWS. These two pillars, these tail events, generate the lion's share of Amazon's profits, eclipsing the performance of numerous other ventures. Some successful, others not. In Section 3, Shifting Perspectives. Embracing the unpredictable nature of returns, we come to understand the profound impact of tail events, which requires a fundamental shift in perspective, a departure from the linear thinking often applied to financial decisions. It's about acknowledging that in many areas of life, and particularly in investing, outcomes are not evenly distributed. A few outlier events, positive or negative, often exert a disproportionate influence, shaping the overall results. This realization can be both exhilarating and unsettling. It challenges our desire for certainty, for the comfort of predictability. Yet, it also opens up a world of possibilities, a recognition that even small investments, if positioned strategically, have the potential to generate outsized returns if they happen to align with a tail event. This isn't to say that we should abandon diversification or throw caution to the wind, chasing every potential outlier. Rather, it's about understanding that a portfolio's success is often determined not by the average performance of its components, but by its exposure to and management of these rare, high-impact events. In Section 1, Reflections on Financial Behavior, we've traversed through various aspects that underscore the profound influence of human psychology on financial decisions. It's clear that while knowledge about finance is crucial, the true mastery lies in managing the behaviors associated with financial decisions. The tales of Warren Buffett and Jim Simons have illustrated that time in the market often outweighs timing the market, emphasizing the power of compounding and consistency over mere knowledge. Further, the stories of Bill Gates and Kent Evans serve as poignant reminders of the unpredictable role of luck and risk in our financial journeys. This narrative not only enriches our understanding, but also imbues a sense of humility in our financial pursuits. Recognizing that not all financial outcomes are within our control helps balance our approach between confidence and caution. It's not about predicting the financial future precisely, but about preparing wisely with the information and context unique to our situation. Likewise, the discussion on time affluence shifts the traditional success paradigm from mere accumulation of wealth to gaining control over one's time. This holistic view encourages a balance, suggesting that true wealth is not just a robust portfolio, but also the freedom and time to enjoy the fruits of one's labor. This redefinition of wealth challenges the conventional chase for financial gains and redirects focus towards a more fulfilling life experience. Ultimately, the inclusion of tail events in our financial narrative reminds us that outlier effects, while rare, can have dramatic impacts on our financial lives. Understanding this can shift our strategies from avoiding risks at all costs to managing them with informed, strategic decisions. This knowledge empowers us to navigate the financial landscapes with more resilience and adaptability. In Section 2, the future of financial decision-making. As we look towards the future, it is evident that the principles of behavioral finance will become increasingly central in shaping how we make financial decisions. Educating ourselves and future generations on the psychological aspects of finance will likely lead to more informed, thoughtful, and ultimately successful financial outcomes. The insights from behavioral finance provide a lens through which we can view not just our investments or savings, but all aspects of our financial lives. By fostering an environment where financial education includes behavioral insights, we can cultivate a mindset that values both financial literacy and emotional intelligence in money matters. This approach not only enhances individual financial well-being, but also contributes to a more financially stable society. It encourages a shift from short-term reactionary decisions to long-term strategic thinking. Moreover, the integration of technology with behavioral finance offers promising advancements. Tools that help simulate financial decisions and predict their outcomes based on behavioral patterns can help individuals make better choices. As artificial intelligence and machine learning continue to evolve, personalized financial advice that considers one's behavioral traits can become the norm rather than the exception. In conclusion, the journey through behavioral finance isn't just about understanding how actions speak louder than knowledge. It's about transforming that understanding into everyday financial practices. It's about building a future where financial decisions are as informed by the heart and mind's biases as they are by the hard data. This harmonious blend of knowledge and understanding will pave the way for not only smarter financial decisions, but also a more fulfilling financial life. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Your support means a lot to us. While you're at it, subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Got something on your mind? Drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.